It's appraisal season. You open the portal. Heart slightly racing. You scroll, and there it is. Rating, 4.5, maybe even a 5. And suddenly, everything feels worth it. Because this wasn't easy. You worked 12-hour days. You attended every urgent call. You stayed online when others logged off. You missed family dinners, postponed plans, ignored your own time. But you didn't mind. Because in your head, this rating meant one thing. This year, things will finally change. You feel like a hero. You think, this is it. This is the year I get that 20% hike. This is the year they finally see me. But then, the increment letter arrives. You open the letter, scroll past the corporate jargon, and find the number. 5%. Maybe 6%. And in the next meeting, someone with a lower rating gets promoted. And that's when it hits you. Wait, what just happened? Today, I'm going to show you why your rating is a corporate trap designed to keep you overworked, underpaid, and worst of all, stagnant. What if I told you you didn't do anything wrong? You just played the game too well. Let's understand what's really happening. There's a psychological principle called loss aversion. People fear losing something more than they value gaining something new. Now think like a manager. You have one person who handles critical tasks, fixes production issues, delivers without drama. That person is you. Promoting you means losing stability in the current system, and the brain resists that. So instead of moving you up, the system quietly keeps you where you are. There's another layer to this. It's called operant conditioning. You worked late nights, got exceeds expectations. So what do you do next year? You work even harder. Without realizing, you've trained yourself to become irreplaceable in the same role. And in firms like TCS, Infosys, or Wipro, managers are judged on one thing: stability. If you are the rock star who knows every line of legacy code and fixes every P0 bug at midnight, you are a manager's dream. But you are also their biggest risk. Being reliable often matters more than being promotable. If they promote you to a lead role, who fixes the bugs? Who works the weekends? If they move you up, their project might collapse. This is the replacement paradox. By becoming the best doer, you have made yourself too valuable to move. Your 5 out of 5 rating isn't a ladder, it's a handcuff. It gets worse. Because you're reliable, you get rewarded with performance punishment. While the average employees, the 3/5 crowd, are logging off at 6 p.m. to go to the gym or watch a movie, you're being handed the critical modules. Why? Because the manager knows you won't say no. You are doing 140% of the work for 106% of the pay. Your hourly rate is actually lower than the guy who does the bare minimum. You're subsidizing their work-life balance with your burnout. And this is where most people hold on to one belief: if I keep working hard, the appraisal will take care of me. But here's the part that's rarely said out loud. They're not always designed to reward growth. They're designed to maintain team stability. So when you get exceeds expectations, it often means you did great, but we need you to keep doing the same thing. Not grow, not change, not move. So, how do you break the matrix? You stop aiming for 5 out of 5. You aim for a strategic 4. A 4 out of 5 keeps you in the top tier, but it gives you back 20% of your mental energy. Use that 20% not to close more tickets, but to build visibility over velocity. First, make your work so clear and structured that even a junior could step in and handle it. It might feel counterintuitive, but that's actually where real growth begins. Because to be truly promotable, you first need to become replaceable. Not invisible, but scalable. And then comes the shift most people miss. It's not just about solving problems. It's about how you present the value of what you solve. Most people fix things quietly and move on. But in doing that, the impact stays invisible. So instead of silently solving problems, start communicating outcomes. For example, instead of saying, "I fixed the issue," say, "This fix reduced downtime and improved response time for users." Same work, but a completely different perception. And in most workplaces, perception shapes opportunity. And once your work becomes visible, the next step is to make your growth intentional. Here is another shift. Don't wait for appraisal conversations. Use expectation framing. Before the cycle even begins, ask, "What would I need to demonstrate to move to the next role?" Now something important changes. You're no longer guessing. You're no longer hoping. You're aligning your work with the exact criteria that drives promotion. And that shift alone can change how your entire year unfolds. And once you're aligned with expectations, there's one final shift that separates consistent performers from fast growers. Because here's the reality most people ignore. Your growth is not just decided inside your company. It's validated outside it. Start creating signals that travel beyond your team. Share what you're learning. Document your work. Engage with your industry. It could be a LinkedIn post, a small case study, a project you showcase. Not for attention, but for visibility. Because when your work is seen only internally, your growth depends on a few opinions. But when your work is visible externally, your value becomes undeniable. And that's when everything shifts. You're no longer just an employee waiting for recognition. You become a professional with leverage. Now, I want you to think about this honestly. Are you being rewarded for your growth or your reliability? Tell me in the comments. And if this made you rethink your career strategy, subscribe to 7D Mindset. Click here to see how you will say no to your manager without losing appraisal.